guys, what's up? I'm Rizzo.
I'm Zero.
And I'm DK. On this episode of Anime Reaction, we watched the 7th episode of Masou Gakuen HxH.
If you want to check out our reaction to the 7th episode of Masou Gakuen HxH, if you want to check out our reaction to the 7th episode of Masou Gakuen HxH, hit that link in the description below.
And be sure to give us feedback in the comments section because we love hearing from you.
And as always, if you like what you see, subscribe to Otaku Saga. And don't forget to like and share our videos.
And thanks for watching.
Oh, they love watching, alright.
Oh my god.
Joining in, too.
What were you doing? Groping some of the boobs on this show? Flop, 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 flop.
Pretty much, yeah. Well, actually, no. If I were going to do that, I'd have to, like, stretch one arm out to the kitchen.
Right.
It's just
anyway,
sometimes.
So, I'm going to go ahead and make that complaint right now so I don't forget about it. It is really annoying when the female characters move like an inch and their boobs go.
I know, right? Can you just imagine, you know, I like to adjust to how I'm sitting sometimes. So it's like...
Yeah, pretty much. Or...
Yeah, like take one step and it looks like you just did a long jump or something.
These animators have never seen real boobs in their entire life.
Ouch. Ouch. They even went to art school, I'm sure.
Right?
Ouch.
Seriously.
Alright, before we get too far into the comments that we have about this anime, we are not watching this anime because we're taking it seriously.
Well, obviously, I would.
We have a lot of gripes with this anime, and it's deserved. But the reason why we're watching this anime is because it's a...
We're contractually obligated to watch one ecchi per season.
This counts as like 3.
No, that's Kaijo.
Keijo.
Fuck, I did it again.
Well, we haven't started
you got
on
better this time. You pronounced at least part of it correctly. Instead of saying Kaijo.
Highlight of the podcast. Anyway.
No, this is in the realm of bad ecchi. Like this is a show that's like, hey, we have this idea, but it needs to be a little bit better so that it actually sells DVDs. Let's add a ridiculous amount of ecchi to it, and then you get this. But anyway, I digress. Let's go ahead and get to the recap.
Yep.
So in this episode,
we start off in a dream.
Yeah. Aine's dream?
Ain's dream, where...
of life back in the Moon Kingdom.
I don't know, I kind of...
Dreams of a princess standing there, and then...
I'm reminded of the Oracle scene from 300 with the
temple and the Oracle dancing and all.
With the bunch of old guys.
The Euphors.
Yeah.
Old guys smoking something that gets them high.
Yep.
And then seeing the future from the girls dancing and the smoke and whatnot.
That's literally how we start off with a Ain-looking character. I'm not sure if it is her or not, or if it's just a twin-esque thing.
You can
okay. Weird, yeah.
So this goes into the how predictable this series is. You can obviously tell that they're setting up for Ain to have been one of these people that come from the space vagina.
From the giant space vagina.
In fact, she's probably their long-lost princess or whatever.
Yeah.
I thought, like, Jewish princess from Spaceballs was funny enough, but princess of the giant space vagina?
Just saying.
And that's
probably what they're setting up. But so she sees the person, probably her
princess,
her
mother,
or
version of her.
like that.
Yeah.
Touch a piece of crystal that has her in it or something, and then the crystal shatters and she wakes up screaming from her nightmare, her dream or whatever.
And if I was surrounded by a bunch of old guys, yeah, I'd be screaming too.
Probably break just like she did too.
Anyway, so then most of the episode we get a kind of face-off between Scarlet, which is the leader of the Americans group.
Now leader.
And, God, I forget her name. Nothing even remotely Western. Euretia.
Oh, what impact she's had.
The blonde one.
The blonde one.
The blonde one with like the most ghetto name in history.
And probably the worst way to lean over a table. Oh my god.
Why?
To show off the boobies. And no
the animation director for these episodes, what the fuck were you thinking?
Boobs.
Oh yeah, these key animations look great. Anyway, they have a day where they're basically fighting
over Kizana's affection.
And Kizuna.
I also want to point out that at the very beginning, when we first see Scarlet, she's like a high A, low B cup, very small, rather batonko.
For this series.
She'd be like team normal.
By the end,
you could tell that she's supposed to be smaller.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they're not setting her up to be a main character.
But her boobs do the gamagori.
By the end of the
episode, she's got like
double D's.
At least double D's.
She had comparable size to the rest of the main girls.
For fuck's sake.
You know what? I think you actually might have nailed it.
I get that the creator of the series likes big boobs. That's part of the beef that I have with like High School of the Dead and Triage X, which, by the way, both of those were written by the same author.
I'm starting to think that all three of these were written by the same author, honestly.
Perhaps. It's a pretty common taste, though.
Yeah.
But I get that they like big boobs, but these are ridiculous, and some variety would be nice.
I'm starting to think that Scarlett's boobs have grown in relation to her relevance to the plot.
I wholeheartily agree. Until later on in the episode where she either gets killed or has been killed. I can't really tell.
Yeah, watch when she like dies or something and she goes to like low A. Just all of a sudden.
I would be extremely surprised if at the beginning of next episode she comes back and she's less than what she started with.
Anyway, so yeah, they're fighting over Kizuna's affections all day. Pretty much.
Then by fighting, we mean
starts at lunch. We also get introduced to her two lieutenants. What was it? Gertrude and Sharon. Now, I do actually know some girls named Sharon. It's not as common as it once was in the U.S.
But it's nowhere near as ridiculous sounding as a Bluesy Fruzy.
There's that, or Euretia. Or even like I was pointing out, Gertrude. You could probably count on one hand the amount of women that you know named Gertrude.
And probably stick it at 0 the amount of young ladies named Gertrude.
Yeah. Now, how many of them are under 30?
Gertrude seems more like a middle name.
Like a middle name.
It's like one of those where you'd put it as a middle name to honor like a grandmother or great grandmother or something.
Especially nowadays.
Yeah, it's just not that common anymore. It's not a hip name, basically.
If anything, it would be a hipster name.
Probably, yeah. Oh my god, they reproduce.
The horror.
Oh my god. Anyway, names aside.
Yeah. So we also get flashes into the kingdom of the space vagina, where the okay, so the lady that had intruded into Guam, who apparently had pissed off her kingdom so much so that they came through and started attacking, apparently gets brought back home and has a parade in her honor.
Hell of a welcome party at the very least.
And then she ends up having dinner with that other general, and then they end up having sex. They're both women, by the way. That's not weird or anything. Like, I just have to point that out.
That's one hell of a punishment.
Yeah.
For disobeying orders or whatever.
Yeah, sure. Beats the hell out of sitting in front of a tribunal for hours on end.
I just wanted something to point out there.
Yeah. By the way, it appears as though the Kingdom of the Space Vagina is an all-women nation. By the way.
Bunch of Amazons.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
I would expect nothing less from this series.
That was her punishment. Death by Susu. Totally didn't kill her, but
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, moving along. We got a little bit with Aine trying to look up her past. Not working.
Yeah, because she's just
and
her
then
dream.
Right before her and Kizuna have a little bit of a connection, they get attacked again by the Kingdom of the Space Vagina.
Yeah, this one, Grimble?
Yeah, so they send a
Grendel?
battleship in, and Grimble attacks by herself. Why the need for a battleship?
Is it going the same direction? Oh. She just hitched a ride? I mean, yeah, she's able to wreck everything in sight, but walking a long way from the Kingdom of the Space Vagina, that'd be hard on your feet.
I mean, they did bring like a whole fucking ship with like 2 people.
That's totally ridiculous.
Oh yeah, and she wipes the floor with everybody.
Completely.
Everyone. And like, not even. This was a curb stomp battle.
Naturally, just the last bit, you know, where the main character is fighting back, and you can tell that she could easily smush him into a fine paste.
By looking at him funny.
And she goes, "Oh, I'm out of power. I need to return." Now, granted, apparently using these things, the power suits, it starts becoming more and more painful until finally you die. But seriously, she literally could have just snapped his neck and then leave. Instead, she has to leave everybody alive enough to get angry and get more powerful so that they could kick her ass next time she shows up.
We wouldn't have a story otherwise, or at least some semblance thereof.
And I totally messed up the name for that Iron Car character.
No, what's her name?
Harrybell. Anyway, and see, the reason why I bring that up is because the Gramble's character design basically is copy-pasted from Tyr Harrybill from
Bleach.
the Iron Car arc of Bleach.
Underboob and everything. Underboob, tan, short
Speaking
blonde
of
hair.
magic, how are those being held up? Vaporware.
Anime physics.
Physics.
Yeah, vaporware. Underwear that you can't see and doesn't exist.
Feels like I'm wearing nothing at all.
Nothing at all. And then I think the last bit that I have to add is that she basically went after Aine and was like, "Don't you remember who you are? Come on, we all know that it's a setup, saying that that Aine is actually from the Kingdom of the Space Vagina.
Come with me, and together we shall rule the galaxy," and all that. But
This is not a deep story. This is not a deep anime.
No, not at all.
And the story is not the reason why you should watch this anime.
I don't know why.
In fact, I'm struggling to find a reason at all, but
ouch.
That's because the fan service that it sets up in this series doesn't really interest me that much.
I'm in it for the cringy laughs.
Yeah, that's
Cringy laughs. Which
pretty
there are
much
plenty
why I'm
of.
watching it at this point.
The next level censorship of the ecchi scenes.
That's very
fantastic.
good. Like, that's the only thing that I could give a good score for in this series.
It's a breath of fresh air compared to the rest.
Breath of fresh ass. I mean,
compared to the
Kind of
rest of our
scene.
compared to the rest of our season. This season.
Compared to the kind of series we watch in general, actually. Normally if it's like this, we by and large kind of skip it, don't we? I mean,
if it's this dumb,
attention.
usually I do skip it.
Yeah, but for you guys,
Like, even if I wasn't, like, if I was watching it by myself, I probably wouldn't have gotten past, like, maybe 4 episodes.
mm-hmm.
And that's being pretty generous, I think. But yeah,
But again, here we are.
not every anime can be a masterpiece.
Not every ecchi anime can be High School DxD.
Not every ecchi anime can be a masterpiece. All right, that does it. Yeah, so let us know what you thought of anime, what you thought of our reaction in the comments section below.
Yep, thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you don't.
But that's gonna do it for this episode of Anime Reaction. As always, I'm DK.
I'm Zero.
And I'm Rizzo. See you next time. If you want to check out,
Check out.
if you want to check out our reaction to the 7th episode of Masou Gakuen HxH, hit that link in the description below.
Hey, be sure to
No,
go see back.
I can't put that in the episode.
No, you have to at this point.